Oh, I'm still angry. I'm still really annoyed at that 0-0 draw because I thought the Blades were denied a clear Stonewall penalty. Let me know in the comments what you've made of Sheffield United 0, Bournemouth 0. That is how it has finished. A match that was played early for the Sky cameras. Hooray. And was not one I think that anyone would want the DVD to watch again and again. Interesting refereeing display as well. Now, there's not too much to say about that first half, but I will just begin the match reaction, of course, by going through what happened in that first half. I mean, Lloyd Kelly, the captain for Bournemouth, you could have argued nearly 2 own goals, just incredible clearances from him with balls into the box from the Blades. The things that we'll pick up on, 23 minutes, Ender Stevens yellow, bit of a tasty challenge as well. The referee was one of those referees where I think you will remember this performance. Dean Whitestone, the name. He'd only ever refereed as far back as I went to 2011. Sheffield United wins. Not today. Let's pick out one of the highlights of that first half. A ball across from Morgan Gibbs-White on 27 minutes. McBurney clashed with Travers. And I thought then there could have been a moment where we had a really good goal-scoring chance. But there wasn't too many. It was few and far between in that first half. Bournemouth had a looped shot, which was caught by Wes. Thought that Wes, what he did today, he did very, very well, apart from perhaps some of his clearances. McBurney on 29. There was Kelly with that key block, because McBurney's shot was just fantastic. And Lloyd Kelly was very busy in this game. A key block, sent it over the goal. I thought that was a chance that was going in. And another corner. The Blades were racking up the corners. They were also racking up possession. 76% Blades possession by the half hour, which is really impressive to see. A yellow on 34 for Fleck, his 7th of the season. And I think that was one of the reasons why Fleck was later substituted, because I thought Fleck had a good game. 37th minute, poor ball back to Wes. And it was from Davis and Solanke on it. A great chance, but a great clearance from Wes. He reads the game so well. Took a knock to the head for his troubles. Don't think he'll thank Ben Davies in his next Christmas card for that pass. A 5-minute spell after all that Blades possession from Bournemouth at the end of the first half, and the danger. I thought there was danger at the end of the first half. In the first half that the Blades largely controlled. Sariki Dembele, the former Peterborough man, shooting wide of Wes's left-hand post, a player that kind of just looked dangerous, floating around and causing problems. 5 shots on goal each by the 40-minute mark, but only 2 on target, and both from Bournemouth. But I never really felt like they were going to beat Wes in that first half. 42nd minute, a deflected pass from the back, nearly flat-footed Wes, but he did really well and collected it. Egan probably had it covered, but it all stemmed from a misplaced Oliver Norwood pass. And you just thought, this is silly mistakes that could lead to the worst way to go in at half-time in a game, as I say, in the first half that the Blades largely controlled. I would like to point out that I thought that Ollie McBurney linked up really well with Morgan Gibbs-White. And on 45, we saw real evidence of that. And a shot at Travers from Morgan Gibbs-White. He got a hand to it, Travers, pushed it over another corner. Just 20 seconds left, and Fleck took it. It was cleared well by the away side, and we went in 0-0 at half-time. And you look at the half-time stats for Sheffield United, and you say, this is a side where if you're going to miss a half, you miss the first. Only 10 goals conceded in the first half, the lowest in the league, and the 24th 0-0 at the break. Truly, truly incredible that there's been that many 0-0s at the halftime stage. Fleck good, I thought, in that first 45 again. Blades generally encouraging. Egan dealt with Solanke well. Ben Davies perhaps not so great. McBurney and Morgan Gibbs-White linking up very nicely. And we would see more of that in the second half. But the main talking point is obviously what I'll get to as quick as I can, because that second half will be pretty much, I would say, all about one major incident. You know, Fleck with a very odd clearance to start the second half after a Bournemouth corner. That was just to sort of kick things off, and he cleared the ball the way you're told never to do. And he just kicked it all the way across the face of the goal. You saw instant reactions from Baldock furious, Wes furious, and it went out for a throw. It was almost like Fleck had forgotten which end we were now shooting at. Ben Davies headed over. Poor after a really good cross. It was Ben Davies heading over in what I thought was a gilt-edged chance. It was a cross from Morgan Gibbs-White following a Fleck corner on 49. And Ben Davies at that far post could have headed it back from where it came and down, but instead 50 pence piece head, and it went over. and we were going to see more chances over. On 62, 𝐍𝐸𝐕𝐏𝐍, 18 yards out, slid in and denied a chance for Bournemouth. 𝐸𝐸𝐈𝐶 not happy with the challenge, but in my opinion, it was an excellent challenge from 𝐍𝐸𝐕𝐏𝐍. Then there was a really sort of poor spell of sloppy passing from United, and we saw a lot of Bournemouth possession. 64 minutes, only one shot from either team. We're at 64, only one shot in the second half from either team, and that was from the Blades, but not on target. 69, Egan flick on from McBurney with a Morgan Gibbs-White chance. Hit it straight at Travers, but Travers, I've got to say, with his left leg, he made a good save. So as I say, Egan ball, flicked on from McBurney, Morgan Gibbs-White. I thought, here we go. This is the goal. He's clean through. Great chance. Great chance on 69. We'll give credit to Travers for that left leg. Egan booked on 70, a foul on 𝐸𝐸𝐈𝐶. Egan hurt a little. He was actually limping off after that. I was starting to get a bit worried. 𝐸𝐸𝐈𝐶 had been limping twice in this game, and perhaps that affected his overall performance because we didn't see the 𝐸𝐸𝐈𝐶 that's going to get you sort of 24 goals a season, or maybe even more. Osborne on 71 for Fleck. A good game for Fleck, but probably cautionary after the yellow card. Then we saw a free kick to Bournemouth on the right. Stevens eventually cleared after some real nervous pinball stuff. Philip Billing then fouled Oliver Norwood in the midfield on 74. He got booked. I looked that up. His 11th booking of the season, Billing. So he's a man who likes to put in a challenge. I would like to take a moment to mention Ollie McBurney, his tracking back, his excellent work rate. We saw that at around about this point in the second half, particularly when he was just getting back. It is the sort of reason that he's not going to score a lot of goals, though, for Sheffield United, because he is so often out of that position of being like a lone striker, and he does like to get involved with the play. I'm not going to criticise him for that. I thought he had an excellent game. 79, Bournemouth chance, poked over the bar from Lloyd Kelly. He was so busy in this game. It was after a corner, real danger. I thought that could have been the opener. Then good defending from Egan, again, after Bournemouth pressed. Hourahan on for a slightly disappointing Sander Berge on 81. I'd probably give Berge a 6 out of 10. You know, you get those games where you know that Sander is going to impose himself because he is a big lad and he is strong. And I remember Swansea at home, instantly you're like, right, Sander's going to have one of Sander's games today because he's decided he's going to put himself about, he's going to impose himself, he's not going to be pushed off the ball. And you get other games where he seems to take up positions where he's not going to see much of the ball almost deliberately. And I thought today we didn't see the best of Sander Berge. And then the moment we're all still shaking our heads at, hands in heads, head in hands, whichever you want to call it, 85 minutes, penalty appeal, Morgan Gibbs-White fouled. And yes, he was fouled. If that happens anywhere else on the pitch, it's a clear free kick. But Dean Whitestone, not interested, the referee. What it was McBurney with basically a great pass, playing him in, those two linking up so well. This was reminiscent of Alexander Mitrovic's foul last season, which gave the Blades a penalty against Fulham. One of those kicks onto a leg, coming from underneath, almost kicking the fleshy part of the thigh. A kick on Morgan Gibbs-White from Phillips. Clear penalty. There's no question that's a penalty. Anyone and everyone, neutrals, Bournemouth fans, would know that's a penalty, except the man in the middle, Dean Whitestone. And he made the wrong call there. That would have been the 11th penalty he's given this season. So he's a man that, you know, out of 30 games can give a penalty, but he decided against it. And I thought that was really strange. He was a ref that gave every niggly foul imaginable. But when you got a clear one, a stone wall one, a blatant foul, a clear kick on a creative player, doesn't give it. Had good view as well. Very, very strange and could be crucial come the end of the season. Let's hope not. But a foul by Kelly after that on Morgan Gibbs-White on the break. Free kick to United. That was one where Morgan Gibbs-White was probably still cross about the penalty, but he was absolutely fuming after that. He was running through, and Kelly initially pulling his shirt and then a bit of a crude challenge. Hourahan would take that free kick. We're in the 93rd minute now, everyone up, and Ben Davies heads it back to our Croatian defender, Filip 𝐍𝐸𝐕𝐏𝐍, who misses a great chance and could have sent the Kop into raptures on his stronger right, and he just hooks it past the left-hand post. And yeah, I'll probably blame his nosebleed, but what a chance. He did everything wrong. He was leaning back, he didn't hit the target. Okay, you probably want it to fall to anyone else. We're getting the idea perhaps that 𝐍𝐸𝐕𝐏𝐍 isn't a regular goal scorer. If you saw the video on this channel of who is Filip 𝐍𝐸𝐕𝐏𝐍, highly worth watching. I do talk about his perhaps lack of goal scoring prowess. Unless it's with his head, he seems to be pretty decent in the air. What can we pick from this game then? It finished 0-0. 18th clean sheet for 𝐍. Blades on 65 points after 41 games. some good performances. If you look at it, the Blades have drawn 0-0 at home with the second best team in the league. Let's see what you made of that. The ball was a clear penalty, but absolutely right. Clean sheet, Wes, again. Tracy, I just can't believe that we didn't get a penalty against Bournemouth today. I'm totally gutted. And the rest, we've got Ron. I think the playoff will go to the wire. I agree with that. Goal difference will be the deciding factor, and we don't score enough, so probably miss out. Wow. I have to say, I hope you're not right with that. The referee cheats United again. The standard of refereeing in the Championship, Michael, that we've seen this season has been really, really poor. We should have had a penalty against Stoke for that foul on Reece Norrington-Davies. Do watch my vlog from Stoke. It's better than the game, trust me. Sheff Paul had plenty of chances to win. Not impressed with Bournemouth. Interesting. Their second place spot is definitely up for grabs. Yeah, not by us. Let's be honest. Even if we win out, who knows? Stonewall penalty. How these officials are allowed to get away with such glaring, blatant fouls beggars belief. Ref bottled it. Jeffy did. He didn't give what was, and Murat's absolutely right, a penalty, a clear penalty, and one that we just have to say we hope isn't crucial come the end of the season. Morgan Gibbs-White, for me, was the man of the match in a game that we'll not probably talk about too much come the end of the season if it isn't crucial when we look at our final standings. Not a horse race person, but I'm moving on to the Grand National. Michael, keep us posted on all your movements. We will have fans react on this channel tomorrow. What will you Blades fans have made of that 0-0 against Scott Parker's Bournemouth? The interestingly turned out Scott Parker. I thank all of you for joining us today on this match reaction, which I tried to get out as quickly as possible. I'm frustrated. You're frustrated. It's just another one of those days where the officials have let Sheffield United down. But also, we've got to create more and take those chances. Let's hope that's not crucial come the end of the season and United make the playoffs. Roll on, Reading, beautiful downtown Bramall Lane.